Kind greetings and welcome to the Space for Grace Without Walls, United Church of Christ, and our mission. By the way, we work with veterans on a variety of issues, and we'll be telling you more about those concerns in the weeks ahead. This time, we are wrapping up our session on the 5 questions of the heart, the 5 questions of the heart. But before we get into that, I want to ask you to call and invite your friends and, your neighbors and your family members and your church members, and especially my fellow veterans, to be a part of our 30 minutes today. And even though we want to provide ministry for everyone, we also want to be certain that the listening community understands that this is primarily for veterans, and especially for our Vietnam veterans, to whom I say, welcome home. I'd like for you to think, give some thought to what you would do differently, if anything, if you knew you only had 45 days to live. Yesterday was Ash Wednesday, and Tuesday was Fat Tuesday, kickoff for Mardi Gras, and Ash Wednesday is the kickoff for the Lenten season. And we are about 45 days to Good Friday. And that's the day that Jesus experiences 3 hours of torture in the community where the Gentiles jeered him and snickered at him and made fun of him, and the Roman soldiers made him carry his cross, and they thrashed him with 40 stripes, from which we are healed, by the way. By his stripes we are healed, present tense, and ultimately nailed him to the cross. And of course, on that Good Friday, we are familiar with the last 7 words of Christ on the cross. So I'd like to ask you to ask yourself, what would you do differently if you had a Good Friday in your horizon? Would you change anything? Would you go places that you've never been? Would you visit people that you've never visited? Would you seek forgiveness, not only for yourself, but for people who have offended you or people that you have offended? Would you buy